Citymarket. So this is like a, of course it's a grocery store, but there's also much more here than just groceries. There's clothes and electronics and cosmetics, and it's just a really big store. I wouldn't call it a department store because department store kind of implies something more, but it's like a Walmart, I guess. Sometimes they have nice clothes. Actually kind of like this polka dot pattern. €5 for these shirts. And they have clothes for men, women, and children. Bras, underwear. How are you? What do you think of the men's clothes in Citymarket, Yuki? He doesn't like them. And here's kids' clothes. So play clothes, and then also outdoor pants for kids. And this is clearance jackets, rain jackets, windbreaker kind of things. Cell phone company Telia has their own stand here. And now we get into the food section, which they just renovated actually. So now it's a lot bigger than it was. Over there they have organic food. Here they have, what is this? Oh, pork.
It's gonna expire in next week, so that's why it's in this one.
Yeah, if you didn't hear Yuki, this all goes bad very soon, so that's why it's so cheap. Which sucks, because that means if it doesn't get sold, it's probably just gonna get thrown away. So, regardless of what you feel about eating meat, that is a waste of resources.
You never be able to use that?
No, never. So I can't do much about it. Oranges. 1 bag of mandarin oranges, €1. And here is a salad section. I've actually used this quite often in the past. So you take your bowl and then, well, you probably know what a salad bar is. You put in whatever you want. There's lots of fruits and vegetables and different things. And then over here we have different kinds of meats and kind of like vinegary, spicy stuff, and then sauces and cheeses and so on. And then you pay per kilo, and it's about €14 per kilo. So I guess that's like $12 or something. And here there's hot food buffet, and it's the same price per kilo. I'm not sure how warm this is. I think the idea is that it should be warm, but I don't know, is it actually? Fresh breads. Lots of freshly baked Karelian pies. These are like traditional Finnish pastries. They're salty, so they have either rice or potato, sometimes carrot. I love them. Fresh buns. These all smell really good. Hey. Ooh. So it's really good bread. So I'm gonna have to do some translating here, since these nice ladies were very friendly and very happy to be filmed, but they didn't speak English, or at least they weren't confident to speak English on camera. So this lady was offering free samples of bread that was baked freshly in this grocery store. Now, almost every Finnish grocery store has large ovens where they heat up bread dough, but very few, I think this nice lady told me off camera, 65 in the whole Finland have these fatsar actual baking points, like mini bakeries within the grocery store, and this nice lady was giving me a demonstration about how she makes cashew cranberry bread. And the way it's made is the dough is made with fresh ingredients the night before. It's laid to rest and kind of proof overnight, and then in the morning it's shaped into the proper portion, and then she kneads it and creates a little bit of a barrier, as you can see here, possibly. And once the barrier is made, it goes barrier side down on the tray and into the oven for a certain amount of time. And it'll roll on its own, she said, so it'll actually kind of move and play a bit while it's in the oven. And when it's done, it'll be fresh, delicious cranberry cashew nut bread, which is, I think, is really great. Of course, you know, fresh baked bread is always better than bread that's been sitting out for a while, and I've always appreciated the dough that's been heated up. But of course, it's totally different when they make it themselves, and I really appreciate how much work goes into actually making bread from scratch. And this same dough is also available in the form of sandwich buns if you'd like to have it as a sandwich, which I think I might try out. So thank you very much for. Kiitos. That lady was so nice. So here we have different kinds of ready meals. So this is salmon ready meal. You just put those in the microwave and you're done. No, I was just explaining what the ready meals are. And here is meat.
There's heart-shaped salami.
Really? Where? I don't see.
That one right in the middle.
Oh wow. So here's different kinds of meats and cuts and things. Fresh meat. And over here we have the fish counter, which is personally my favorite.
I realize they have scallops.
Do they have scallops? Ooh. Hey, we gotta come back. I'm recording. I'm supposed to go to have sushi today. I don't want to make scallops, but oh man, I love scallops. So, rainbow trout fillet without the bones, 12 euros a kilo. It's from Finland. And look at those big fish pieces. Wow. Hey.
Tommosena se pistää sitten uunia vähän kermaa päälle ja sitten perunoiden kanssa ja hyvää on.
And here we have some frozen meats. And
it's
fish.
Like
reindeer and the kind of more exotic cuts.
Reindeer actually.
Yeah. What is here? Reindeer and.
No, there was some. Is that like it's just chickens.
Okay, so mostly reindeer. So here we have UHT milks and eggs. UHT milk is actually really popular in Finland because it tends to be lactose free, and most Finns are lactose intolerant. The one thing I like about this store is there's a really big selection of dairy-free milk. So you have oat milks and coconut milks and soy milks and almond milks and all kinds of dairy-free milks in all kinds of sizes and flavors. All the major brands. And not just milk, but like cooking creams and vegan creme fraiche and all kinds of vegan cooking dairy substitutes you can find here, which I think is really neat. And one of the things I love about Finland, actually. On the other side, you have your regular dairy. So milks, creams, creme fraiche, fresh yogurts, and so on. This is new. This wasn't here before. So this is like Snack Point, which is a brand. All the different things that they offer. So triangle sandwiches and salads and baguettes. Now, I have to be honest, I don't like Snack Point at all. I eat a lot of this kind of food, but Snack Point is the worst brand. And here is some alcohol, I guess. And this nice lady here was showing us some fresh yogurt and granola. She was really friendly also. Okay. Okay.
Se on makeuttamaton, eli nyt haluaisit sinne joukkoon marjoja.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Tätä marjaa ei saa, vai sitten täällä on myös tää omena.
Okei, mä voisin kokeilla toi omena, jos.
Joo.
Really good yogurt. And I think that's important because, as you can see from here, quite a lot of the yogurts and quarks are just pure sugar. Or aspartame or something. And here we have different kinds of blueberry soup and also juices. These are my favorites. Especially the green one, which I don't see. Yeah, those Ross juice bar ones are the best, but I don't see the green one here unless it's hiding. Oh no, it's over here. This one. The green one. It's the best. And here we are getting into the section that I guess most people care about, and that's alcohol. So in Finland, you can't sell alcohol stronger than 5.5% in the store. It used to be 4.7, but they changed it. And also it used to be that you could only sell beer, cider, or long drink, but now it's a little bit more flexible in terms of what kind of alcohol pop, they call them, you can sell. But hey, this is alcohol free, and I love this. And I realized after having it that I've had fused tea before. For the Americans out there, this was a thing like maybe 10 years ago. I remember drinking this at Warped Tour back in like 2008. But anyway, so over here we have alcohol and mostly beer, I would say, but also some other things too, so we can see. So these are like cooking wines, I guess. They can't be that strong because of the regulations. And over here we have different beer brands, Finnish and also European. And so this karhu is €1.91 a can. Läpinkolta, which is not very good. It's almost 12 euros for a 6-pack. And then there's like the international brands I said. So there's Foster's, that's Kukko, that's Finnish, that's actually really good. And then here you have individual cans if you don't want to buy a case. Over here, cider. Hey, be careful, there's lots of glass here. Different kinds of ciders. I can't actually drink cider anymore because of my migraines. And a lot of them are just too sugary. And now we start to venture into the alco pop territory. These things really mess with my migraines. Can't have them at all. This one up here is really good. I used to drink this a lot when I could still have like this kind of thing. It was really good. And now these are Finnish long drinks. So gin and, what's it, like gin and grapefruit, yeah. Finns are really proud of this, and these are really popular here. Actually, if you go on like a cruise with Finnish people and it goes to Tallinn, they'll buy like crates of those because they're so much cheaper in Estonia because they're really popular. And some more beers, more specialty beers I guess here. specialty drinks, and then juices. I'm not gonna go down the whole alcohol aisle because it's not so important to me, but here's chips and then juice. Regular plain old juice and chips. Lots of different kinds and flavors. Mostly Finnish brands though. But these are really good. These are from lentils. Or no, these are not the lentil ones. These are still the potato ones. Where are the lentil ones? I guess they keep them in a different section, but those are good also. This is something I've not had before. I have to see what it is. So this is from Iisalmi, which is like in the northeast, kind of? Ah, okay. I haven't had that before. I guess that tries to be quite similar to the one I just shared, but it's off limits for me. These are what I was talking about, lentil chips. These are really, really good. And they're made from lentils. And of course we have like 7 million different kinds of Pringles if you like Pringles. And here we have nuts and more nuts. And here we have candy. So all different kinds of candy. This whole wall is just different kinds of candy that you can put into a bag or a bucket and take with you. And the Mexican section, or Tex-Mex. This has grown a lot over the years. I remember when I first moved here, you had Old El Paso and Santa Maria tortillas and like nothing else. But now there's all kinds of different sauces and stuff to put in. Mostly Santa Maria and Old El Paso, but like there's been other brands. For example, I haven't seen this before and my camera just doesn't want to focus. So this is like Indian sweet drop. I have no idea what this is. So, lots of different things. I have a hard time getting the camera to focus today. I don't know why. Spices and porridges. So this is different kind of rices. You know what rice looks like. I don't have to bore you with that. And these are different kinds of granola. This is actually the one that we just ate with that nice lady. I understand her concern about being filmed. Pasta. It's still kind of a new thing in Finland. People know about YouTubers, but they just assume that they're kind of like makeup people or they film crazy pranks, and I understand the suspicion. So, now we are in the coffee and tea aisle. All kinds of different stuff. This is tea. It smells pretty good. So you have like these kind of fancier local teas. Yeah. And then you have international brands like Clippers, which I'm actually a really big fan of. Clippers. Not sponsored yet. In the coffee section, there's lots of options. There's smaller roasteries, like whole beans. There's local hockey team, has their own coffee. And then there's Starbucks up there, but I don't think anyone drinks this. I know when it came, everyone was really excited, but I don't think anyone drinks it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone buys that. So these are beans. You can grind them if you don't have a coffee grinder. And then here we have already ground. I like to drink this one. If I have to buy coffee for Finnish people and I have to be considerate of Finnish tastes, I usually take this because it's got good flavor. It suits me, but it also works for Finns. I've had this in the past and people have thought it was too strong. So Pori is like the main coffee brand here. This is probably one of the most popular coffees in Finland, this President coffee. It's very popular. And they've got different roasts of it, as you can see. I also really like Arvid Nordqvist as a brand. I think it's really good. This one is awesome. But he's got lots of different kinds. So these are capsules. If you have a capsule machine, which we do, so I buy these quite often. And these are the capsules for the K-Fee capsule system, which we used to have, but the selection was kind of limited, and we ordered some from Germany, and they didn't taste very good, did they?
No, they're really bitter.
And over here we have the Finnish gold standard for coffee, juhlamokka, which I cannot stand. Although I do have to say, it's not as bad as it used to be in my mouth, but I can't stand it. And then we have Swedish juhlamokka, Javalia. And then the store brand, which is okay if you have nothing else. Golta Katarina, another Finnish brand, similar to juhlamokka, really not my thing. And that's it for coffees. Protein powders and all kinds of that kind of stuff. Nothing I ever needed. Supplements and here we have something interesting. This is the American section. So what do Americans eat? No, naturally hot sauce and Pop-Tarts, of course. And what are these? Okay. Don't know what those are. But different candies, pops, sodas, soda pops, whatever you want to call them. Cliff bars, marshmallows, maple flavored syrup. Oh, there's more. This is more like candy. Warheads. More Reese's. Because apparently all we eat is candy. And they have Ben & Jerry's here, but it's really expensive. About €7 per thing, but no one told me it was on sale. Oh god, we have to come back here after we have lunch and get groceries. This is the frozen section. It's really big. The thing I like about this store is they have, well, first of all, they have like above the things, like clearly what's there, but they have a really big section of different vegan products. So vegan frozen pizza, vegan kebabs, vegan meatballs, vegan fish sticks, vegan pretty much everything. And it's expensive, of course, but like the vegan products always are. The point is there's really good variety and it's all in one place, so I don't have to run around looking for it. Similarly, if we go over here, they have that for gluten-free as well. All of this here is gluten-free. So you don't have to wander around or question, is something gluten-free or not? You just go here. Some of these shelves are a little bit empty because, I mean, people buy stuff. And over here we have cakes. Frozen cakes. And these are like different little sweet and savory pies, hors d'oeuvres. Animal food. So now we're out of the food and now we're back into home stuff. I guess I could have showed more of the food, but oh well. An ad for Ben & Jerry's. Different things for the kitchen. Ironing board. Drying rack for their clothes. In Finland, people don't usually have dryers. They use these. Toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies. Summer's coming, so all the porch and patio stuff is starting to be out on display. And now we're coming into toys, which they just expanded. This store used to have a really small toy department, but now it's quite big. And they have all of the brands that we have back in the US. Everything's just really expensive. But actually, I'm starting to wonder, have Barbies always been this expensive? Or is this new? Because it could just be that I never paid attention to the price of Barbies when I was a kid, because, I mean, I was a kid. But these are really expensive now. And over here, there's other pink and purple things.
There has been some coffee offering here at some point.
Oh, that is just so disgusting. Why do people do that? This is the children's department and there's garbages everywhere here. These LOL surprise things are also really popular. You get like a thing and you don't know what's in it, or I guess like you kind of have an idea but you don't really know. I don't get it. Here's Lumo stars. I animate these, or I don't animate them, but I produce animations of these guys. So, for example, where is Pilkku? Anniki, where's Pilkku? Mommy showed you Pilkku yesterday. Where did she go? Here is Pilkku. Oh no, this isn't Pilkku. This is a horse. Wait. Here's Pilkku. I animated. Well, I produced this. So. And here's helmets and things. Flowers. Over there is some home goods, pillows, blankets, towels, etc. And there's books. I could have gone through this more more detailed, but this is quite full today by Finnish standards, and of course it's not so nice to film other people. And here we have checkout counters and also self-serve checkouts. Hopefully you liked this.